the oceans clean, keeping the land clean. You know, various different things. The Lord's put everything in place for a particular reason. You know, go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 29 or verse 30. They would none of my counsel.
Yeah, they didn't want to hear how they're supposed to be dressed in, how they're supposed to be acting, how they're supposed to be talking, you know, how they're supposed to worship. You know, the scriptures say what? The Lord, the Most High Yahweh seeks of them to worship Him in spirit and in truth. Roughly paraphrasing, man. You know, but they don't want to worship the Lord in truth, man. They want to worship the Most High Yahweh however they want to worship Him, man. In any way and fashion, man. They want to call Him God. They want to call Him this. They want to call Him that. They think that's supposed to be okay. Go ahead, bro.
He says, verse 30, they despise all my reproof. Verse 31, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way, and be filled with their own devices.
They're going to eat of the fruit of their own way. You're going to be filled with your own devices, man. You push madness and wickedness, all right, guess what? Madness and wickedness is going to come upon you and stay upon you, man. And you're not going to be able to put it off, you know? We're coming to some very evil and bad times, man, that Jake really doesn't realize, man. You know? He really doesn't believe and think that America is about to go through a serious turmoil and stress, and society as you know it is going to drastically change. Jake is going to long for the sound of sirens. You know, right now, police sirens, the ambulance, noises and all that, even people talking, you know, hey, they're going to, in the day of all hell breaking loose, man, they're going to seek that, they're going to wish they would hear the sirens, man. They're going to wish they would hear the ambulance. The scriptures say, you know, that somebody get the scripture where it says they shall seek to hear another man's voice.
Oh, yeah.
God, they're going to wish they could hear. They're going to be like, they said, you know, because Esau pushes by science that, you know, if you're not around people for a certain amount of time, you actually will go crazy, man. You know, or actually start talking to yourself. What was that movie with a man, you know, was on a shipwreck and he ended up on a desert island?
Castaway.
Castaway. Yeah, where he made the little melon.
No, it was Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
A Wilson ball.
Yeah, the Wilson ball.
Yeah,
he drew eyes on the shit, a nose, and that's who he talked to, man. To stay sane. That's what he that was his friend. Go ahead, brother.
You want it?
Yeah, come.
2nd Ezra 16 and 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. Verse 28. For of the city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hid themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks.
Yeah, people gonna be hiding, man. They gonna be out here seeking human interaction, man. You know, people gonna go so long without speaking to somebody. You know, they're going to actually seek to talk to someone that ain't trying to put them to death. They ain't trying to eat them alive, man. They ain't trying to throw them and cook them on a fire, man.
Right.
You know, and that's what's about. And Jacob's trouble ain't gonna be no 1-2 months, man. All right. You know, Jacob's trouble is gonna be some time. What does the scripture say? You know, rise up, you women of ease. It says many days and years. You know, they shall lament. You know, for these women, man. Hey, it's gonna be quite some time of affliction that our people are going to go through, man. You know? Is that on there? Con. Hey, Carl, you trying to jump over here.
That was all good. Go to trying to eat all the snacks. Okay. Can we get Amos 8 and 11? So the brother's making some good points, you know, about you wouldn't want to desire to see another man, but all hell break loose, you know. When all hell break loose, you know, people gonna want answers. And as the brother quoted, one of you brothers in Isaiah 33 and 6. Yeah, Isaiah 33 and 6. Yep.
This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David.
I'm sorry, Amos, is it Amos 8 and 11?
We're talking about the family
of the word? Yeah.
This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. Salakia. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
And these days we're getting ready to approach. You know, it's going to be a famine. The scripture says it's going to be a famine, a literal famine, where it's going to be a limited access to the food, because as you see, the engineered famine is taking place, where he's ordering the food and he's going to be feeding people, more fake food, basically. These farms that they have, they're going to be feeding people bugs and whatever leftover trash that they have, right? But this famine of the word, the famine is talking about the famine of the word. You're not going to have access to getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which means the men of the Lord are not going to be on the highways and byways.
That can speak too. Look at Andrew Tate. Look at all the channels that's out there really trying to talk about anything, any type of masculinity, any type of manliness. Shut them down.
Yep.
Even if it's like been paid off, whatever.
Yeah.
The whole mission is to get masculinity, men being men, men standing up, having morals out of here. Ultimately, for us.
Yep. Yep. Because they took the key word. You can't say. That's why I said RP. I didn't know if that was going to trigger the algorithm. But they don't. You can't say that. You can't say that. It's another word you can't say anymore. I forget what it is. But that just goes to show you the family of the word.
SIMP.
Let's say it again.
SIMP.
You
Can't say that.
Well, that's another one.
Nah, you can't say that either.
Another one. Yep.
I ain't surprised.
Yep.
Stop acting like I am. I've
So-
been battling.
Exactly.
And if I may say, this truth, this wisdom and knowledge truth is the most masculine thing out here.
Facts.
It's way more masculine with these guys, the so-called RP
Right.
guys are speaking about, man.
Yep.
Some of the things that we say, they look at like, whoa, hold on. According to the scriptures, like, well, we ain't saying all that. Hold on. We ain't saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, when we speak, and a lot of things that they talk about, the Apostle does a great lesson on that. We've been speaking about that for years, man.
Yep.
Right. You gotta stop.
Yeah, you make a good point. When the brother give me St. John 8:32, we'll go back. Because the brother made a good point. This is the ultimate masculine. This is the standard. Yahushua is the standard.
Right.
And he is the truth. When you go into that word truth, it goes back to the standard, the acceptable way. So Yahushua is the ultimate alpha male, the ultimate masculine man that we have to live up to, that we should be imitating his behavior. When he was on the scene. You got it.
I'm starting at 31, bro.
My fault. It's John 14:6.
Oh, okay. I mean, can I read that John 8:31 and 32? Because that was hitting the point too. This is John 8:31, and then I get that 14:6 for you. This said Yahweh to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, then are ye my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So being masculine, all right, continuing in the words of Yahweh makes you a man. All right, it's more RP than what those RP channels be talking about. And the truth, this word of Yahweh is making us free.
Yeah, we'll see how reputable they are when there ain't no electricity out here.
Right. Right.
How RP they are when there ain't no food out here.
Right. Right.
Because all that ain't gonna be no stability nowhere.
Right.
Isaiah 33rd chapter. Go ahead, bro.
Well, they can't even handle getting rejected by a woman. You know what I'm saying? The whole purpose of RP is to help you cope with that.
And all the whole RP is all surrounded around success and money.
Right.
You don't know. See, nobody talking about no RP that ain't talking about money, having some type of level of success, and being a high value, quote unquote, high value man in this day and age society. You got it, bro.
Right.
And the true men of the Lord, they're actually, ready to die for this truth.
Right.
When these deities start popping up with Lord willing, Donald Trump, he comes into office, he was speaking about him bringing those things back.
Yep.
So when these deities start coming in, they say, oh, well, you can't get the food because they took all the resources, they got them in the bunkers and everything like that. So it's like now you have to go to the so-called white man for food and resources and water, electricity, some type of stability to be able to endure in these times. And the true men, they're not gonna basically go for it, man. They're gonna be willing to die for Yahweh Shem Yahushua for this truth, man.
Right.
So like the brother was saying that RP stuff prepares individuals for success and money and women. This
For the
brother,
MOTV.
Yeah, that too. Yep. And this word prepares us for the straight gate. Like I was reading it earlier. I'm gonna get that John whenever you're ready for it. This is John 14:6. Yahweh says unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father, but by me.
So Yahweh is that ultimate standard. And he was an example when he was on the scene. So that's the alpha male that we need to strive to be like. That's why the scripture say, strive for perfection. So Yahweh Shai already set the standard. That truth goes back to the acceptable way. The acceptable way from the creator of the earth, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So we're supposed to imitate his code of ethics, his behavior. He didn't fold. He was on the scene. He was a man of integrity.
Hey, he was ripping people's hair out. Hey, but they portray Yahweh Shai in these churches to be some weak, someone that needs help.
Right.
You know, feminine, long hair. You know, he turned the tables over, man. He was throwing people on the ground, ripping out hair. Who knows how in detail? And then, that's just what we're receiving from the scriptures, man. It could have went on for quite some time. He said he beat him, and didn't go into super detail. That might have been 30, 40 minutes.
And I can say too, he was rigorous in his work. Remember, he turned 12 years old, he became a man.
Right.
So his mom and his father and mother was looking for him. Like, I'm about my father's business. He was very rigorous about his work, and he was excellent. We went into the word excellent earlier. Supreme, superior knowledge.
Uncommon something. I forgot.
Uncommon knowledge of wisdom. Something.
Uncommon value.
Uncommon
value. Yeah.
He was on fire for the Lord.
That's right.
And he was on fire for Israel, man.
Yeah.
That's right, brother.
I got two. This is Matthew 21, 12. And Yahweh shall went to the temple of Yahweh and cast out all them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers, and seats of them that sold doves. And said unto them, it is written, my house shall be called the house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. We called all this shit out. He said, hold up. Yo, now this is not, this is our power's house. This ain't y'all shit doing this, man.
He just said,
Right.
It was over.
Put the foot down. That's enough.
He might threw somebody through the whole wall. Say, hey, man, why you hit me like that?
Sure, the way he probably was throwing them motherfuckers around, they were pinning right then and there.
Had bruises,
Probably. I'm just
bleeding,
saying.
broken, might have been broken bones, man. A little bit plain.
Right.
You get confident.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They portray Yahweh trying to be no muscles and arms. All weak. His hands were smooth. Hey, what's the last compliment you've seen? They got calluses, scuffs and marks. Come on, man.
And the scriptures in Isaiah 53 said that he wasn't a man that was, sought after for his looks. So he was a hard austere man.
Austere man,
Yeah. That's why you don't see no female carpenters out here, man. And all the jobs, you hardly ever see a female carpenter.
Right.
Bust a knuckle. Bust a knuckle or not?
Split.
I got one more. Matthew 7 and 29 to the point. For he taught them as one having authority, not as the scribes.
Well, a man of authority. A man that has the truth. He's the ultimate standard. Okay, and he taught with authority. And that's what we try to live up to is the standards of Yahweh Shai, because he is the truth. The truth is in him. And we talk about RP, they have a ceiling that they're hitting. Right. They're all arguing with each other. They got different, they're not even on the same page. We're all on the same page. We all speaking the same thing, those that are in the truth. Living up to that, trying to live up, to the best of our ability, that standard. But meanwhile, the RP, they confused. One guy say, oh, you need this to be a high value man. The other guy say, you need this. Right? So it's showing you where the real truth is and real standards lie.
When all hell breaks loose, that's when men are going to fail. All that red pill, all that shit they were talking for years, it's going to go right at the door. I got this real quick. Jeremiah 30 and 6. Actually now, see whether a man do travail with a child.
Right.
Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
Yeah, you're going to see grown men that's going to have their hands up in the position, covered up. Yeah, something like a bunch of weak bitches, man. When all hell breaks loose, because we're getting ready to come into a time that's never been since the earth was created. So all these men that's portraying their image of masculinity, yeah, exactly.
And Salaki, man, it's another thing that has fucked us up too. All this comfortability.
Facts.
All this comfortability has destroyed our people. Men can just lay back,
I always say this: pajamas and Crocs. One can just walk around with their goddamn heads down to the goddamn phone. That's what when you're driving, everybody knows driving is dangerous.
Yeah.
But hey, when you drive, you look over. Why is everybody? Everybody should be alert to what's going on.
Right.
When you look into the car, everybody heavy
On the phone, right?
Goddamn phone. You know. But it says,
We got it.
I just got a quick precept after you.
okay. So it says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail?
Yep.
And all faces are turned into paleness.
Yep. Fear. They're gonna be fear. They're gonna be afraid. The times we come in there, the scriptures say even the mighty man is gonna wail. He's gonna be afraid. The man who's seen war, he's gonna be afraid for the things that he's getting ready to experience and see. You know.
I think you're Power Ranger.
Just hitting a point that the brother brought out on his precept of Matthew 21 and 13. This is Luke 19 and 21, and this should show you that RP stuff, it starts with the truth of the great millstone, man.
Thanks.
You know, via Yahweh Shimei Shai. For I fear thee because thou art an austere man.
Yep.
Read the definition of what an austere man is. Fear.
A man that's serious.
There you
You know, and you know, really RP really stem from, and I was talking to Elder Pashai about that, when our apostles and elders, they got into it with a woman, and they called her a slut. You're a slut. That went viral before the social media went viral in New York in their radios on Hot 97 and all these. They were playing that, I think, Elder Pashai saying like every weekend or whatever. They took that and made a doctrine out of it.
Wow.
You know? So really, again, everything goes back to the scriptures, man. And they monetize it and turn it into a doctrine. Okay, but it's hitting his ceiling, man. It ain't gonna make its way past the things that's getting ready to go.
Yeah, that's why Esau doesn't like for us to bring this up, because it's things in the Bible that the average person don't want to hear. It's scriptures about putting children down, putting women down,
Put your whole family in
your own family down.
Hey, put yourself down because you gotta correct yourself.
Dang.
War,
Yep.
oppression,
Stone to death. It's easy to shoot
Slavery.
somebody in the head. Imagine stoning somebody there.
It talks about beating people.
You might be out for 45 minutes to that one strike. Actually, we don't have to breathe no more.
You hear that shit.
Yeah, the gurgling. Yeah, the gurgling sound don't count. He ain't dead yet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a different type of spirit. He ain't dead yet. You heard that?
It's like
that big rock.
and it talks about how doing certain things publicly. Just like when you go to the damn court, they don't do that shit in silent. They rebuke your ass and sisters you in front of every goddamn person. 30 years, bang, they bang the gavel, and you just everybody, and they use you as an example, man. And what everybody like, you give everybody sense, you know. But they don't talk about what the scripture, what they did publicly. That's where Esau got that from.
And if they say, even the lawyers, like, you know, you have a public defender or a lawyer, the lawyer will even tell you what you just said. He'll say, hey, judge is kind of in a good mood.
Right.
Kind of his plea, but if he's in a bad mood, say, judge, I came back, everybody is getting some heavy, so I don't.
Right.
Come with your A game.
Yeah.
I want to take that plea. Just think about it.
You got a precept, bro?
No.
Even just another point to that, man. I've never heard anything other than this truth bringing out that a woman is a possession once you get married to her. Man. That's a feminine. I'm sorry, it's not here. That's a feminist mindset. That's a killer. Right? Yep. That's a straight knife to you. You know what I'm saying?
Not to insult the authority of a man.
Not to insult the authority. I've never heard none of that.
All these women are deacons, man.
You know? Pastor.
Right.
Con, this is Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, and not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
So there are going to be plagues such as famine, where there's not going to be any food available, shortage of water. We see the Lord can easily do that by having a train derail and then shut the whole city down with the water. But this is talking about a famine of the word. And why is that so important? Because when you brothers got Isaiah 33:6,
I do.
Yeah, why is that so important? Because You're going to need the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to get through, to get by it. And you women are going to need to be with a man of the Lord who's going to have protection.
Right. See, all that shit cute right now because again, everybody's comfortable.
Yep.
They can go to sleep. They can go get to the little Panda Express.
Yep.
You can go get the little fast food, the little rubber, Chipotle, McDonald's, party.
Right.
You go to the club, go get drinks, have a little good time, sit down in the park, have your little dog in your lap while you're driving.
Right.
But see, when all hell breaks loose, that's when you gotta crack down on it.
Yep.
Shit get real.
Yep.
Need some answers.
Woo.
So right now, the shit, what we teaching is not important right now because it seems like what are they talking about?
Right.
We still got our back. We still got the courtrooms.
Yep.
We're judging bad criminals. You know, so
Yep.
everybody's at ease.
Yep.
When all hell breaks loose, that's when people wanna. Hey, we all saw it in Hawaii when that fake nuke
alert.
Yeah, alert came off. The motherfucker was running around. What did they say? They said we were running. We didn't know where we were going.
Can I bring a quick precept on that? This is Ezekiel 12 again. Ezekiel 12 and 27. Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of times that are afar off.
Yeah, that's Ezekiel we brought out earlier.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Spirit.
God.
Yeah, a lot of our people don't believe the Lord's coming anytime
Right.
soon. Like, that's not going to happen in our time.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, later down the road, maybe 100 years from now, because they don't have vision.
Right.
And the Lord is showing you through the prophecies that He's getting ready to come back. But you got to measure the time diligently in itself, and the Lord's got to put the spirit of fear on you to get that understanding. We read earlier on the simple of those that fear understand. Right. The words are simple to
I just want to make one quick point. It says the people said because you brought up the word vision. It says where the people have no vision, they perish.
Yep. Yeah.
They're gonna perish because they don't see things that's coming afar off.
Hey, if you don't see where and that's just on a carnal aspect. If you can't see where you're going, man, you damn know it's gonna perish, man. You out here blind walking around, man.
Somebody put their hand in your face.
You know what I'm saying?
You saw,
Yeah, if you blind, you ain't got no help, man. You are gonna perish, man. You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna be able to feed yourself. You ain't gonna be able to walk across the street. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing, man. This is verse 28. It said, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Okay, yeah. So the Lord said He won't prolong His words anymore. That's why you see everything speeding up now. Remember, the Lord said He's speeding up time for His elect's sake. And as carnal as Esau is, he's measuring the I think the spinning of the earth is spinning faster or something like that. A day is shorter. Yep. So even he knows on the carnal level, the elites mainly. That's why they're rushing to push out the NWO agenda. They know time is short. So really, it's against the elites of the Edomites versus the Lord willing part of the elect, the hopeful elect of the Israelites.
Yeah, the end of 2019, I'll never forget. I was in Rome, man. And that COVID hit the end of 2019.
Right before we came down here.
I was ready to move. I was ready to shoot digital brothers in Jamaica. That's when COVID hit. And then everything just switched right after that.
Yep. That happened really fast. But that was the Lord just showing you that He's getting ready to shut everything down. We in that time, but if you don't have the understanding, you won't realize what time it is.
This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. It says, seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Why? Because it's going to be a famine of the word. Right. The Lord is no longer going to have his prophets on the highways and byways giving you warning of the evils that's going to come. Or at that point, the Lord is going to close the mouths of the prophets and just bring on that action, man. Right. The Lord going to be putting a lot of people to death. It says, verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Talking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? Because the only nation can repent is the nation of Israel, man. Not the Gentiles or the Edomites, the Moabites. All right? Yeah, we have the Israelites scattered amongst all nations, but they're still Israelites, man. Right. They're still a olive tree, a wild olive tree.
Right.
It says, and let him return unto the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He will have mercy upon him into our power, for he will abundantly pardon. Why would the Lord pardon someone who doesn't have fear for him, man? Right. You know, why would the Lord, you know, show you mercy, man? When you don't even know the name or willing to, you know, come out here and be sincere, man. You got people that scoff the name, you know, scoff the whole doctrine, man. All right, but what? They're gonna be trying to call on the Lord, Yahweh Shemi outside when they're in trouble, man.
Right.
All right, that's why it says in Proverbs the first chapter when they call upon me, I will laugh at their calamity, man. You know.
So quick, the brother Bible put in the chat. Yeah, everybody like how much what is it, bills?
Yeah,
Delivered
bills,
to
yeah.
these American people. Shit is insane, man.
Insane, bro.
So that just let you know it's see the comfortability, the what is it, the coping mechanism is running short.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
You know? And once that go,
Yes. And remember Dumb and Dumber? Remember the guy that was looking for, you know, the two dudes?
Oh yeah, because they put something in his burger.
Yeah. Remember he had the,
Yeah. They put the laxative. They put something in his burger.
yeah. He was always taking them pills.
Oh yeah,
You know?
yep.
He always had to take every couple of minutes, every 5 minutes, he had to throw pills down his mouth, man.
Right.
And that's the majority of these people. Esau's going to use that as leverage when he pushes his on TV. Man.
Right.
You know, and you're going to get your medicine, medication,
Yep.
you know, all the different things you get from these pharmacies. Without that seed, you ain't going to be able to receive it.
Right.
You know? I got a precept whenever y'all ready.
Come on. Yep, we'll get yours and we'll get it out there. We'll get yours, bro.
Right now? Okay, come. This is Ezekiel 3. Ezekiel 3 and 20. Let's go down to verse 24. Read that at verse 26. Ezekiel 3 and 24. Then the Spirit entered into me and set me upon my feet and spake with me and said unto me, Go shut thyself within thy house.
Yep.
But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. Here's the point, verse 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and thou shalt not be to them a reprover,
Yep.
for they are a rebellious house.
And that's what the Lord is ready to do for the prophets in these times. He's going to shut the mouth of the prophets. The season of prophesying is coming to an end. The Lord is going to take it to a whole nother level. You know, when you going to be out here prophesying and you got tanks rolling up, back and forth down the streets, you got martial law going on, AI robots, you got drones.
We ain't gonna have electricity to power our phone.
Right.
You can't even see us on the
you really find Android 18s out
yeah, God.
Yep, I know, right? But that just goes to show you that the time of reproving is coming to an end. That's why the brother brought Isaiah 55 and 6.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to see the Lord, because the Lord's getting ready to come to take end of the time of the prophets being on the highways and byways. You know, you see it happening very soon.
Yeah, because the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it, man. All right, so the work that we're doing now, we're hoping that the Lord, pardons us in that time. So when these people are losing, they shit, we're going to be in a quote unquote calm spirit, man, in a good case. You got people, crying and weeping about the, famine, but the Lord is going to be able to sustain us by this word, man.
Right.
Because men are not going to live alone by bread, but by the word of Yahweh Hashem outside, man. And that's why we constantly, read these scriptures come out on the highways and byways, because this word, it's that living bread, it's that living water that's going to sustain us in those evil days, man.
Right.
We're not going to be dependent on food. We're going to be dependent on Yahweh Hashem outside to provide for us, man.
Right.
Because
it was in the wilderness, we had manna, we had food.
Yeah.
But that generation died off.
Yeah.
Because they weren't seeking the Lord, they weren't fearing the Lord.
Yeah.
But in these times, like you said, a man may not live by bread alone, but by the word that proceeded by, I think, out of your mouth.
Yeah. By every
word
that proceeded out the Heavenly Father's mouth.
Right.
Man.
I'm gonna grab it.
Come. So with that being said, of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua's will, who He wants to have mercy on, man.
Right.
And if you're not the elect, hey, you're gonna be screwed, man.
That's right.
So that's why we're doing this work, hoping that we are of the elect,
Right.
so we can be good in those times, man. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. This is Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. Then was Yahweh led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of the Most High, Yahweh, command that these stones be made bread.
Right.
But he answered and said, It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High.
Yeah, because when you examine that scripture, you have to think about it like this. When Jake go a couple hours without eating, they lose their shit. You got Jake that line up into these fast foods, these restaurants. Let them miss one chicken nugget, man. They ready to fight the manager and lose their shit. You got to remember, Yahweh Shai was in the flesh, man. He didn't eat for 40 days and 40 nights. That's consecutively, night and day, man. All right, so can you only imagine how weak he was feeling in that time, man?
Right. Popeye spicy chicken.
Yep. Right.
And examining that scripture even more, it says every word, that man shall live by every word. Let me just read it one more time. By the word of God, right? It says, but every man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High.
Yeah.
And the words that proceed out of the mouth of the Most High, the words of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. These commandments is how we should be living to the best of our abilities, man. The prophets wrote down these words, and then the Lord came through and spoke these words and lived these words. So these are the words that we must live by to receive that life, man. The truth, as the brother was speaking of earlier. So the whole point is that the words of the Lord is what we must live by, man.
That's right. Yep. It's going to keep you stable.
Yep.
It says, Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
That's right.
These pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. I'm going to get another version.
Can somebody look up how long it takes that you can last without food?
It really should be look at water in.
Yeah, water and food. That's a slow, painful death.
Yep. If I can say that, you can read that. That's going to right on me.
Lamentations 4:9, I think the NSG version.
The NLT is up there?
2 to 4 days without water.
2 to 4 days without water.
It says, how long can an average person survive without water? According to one study, you can survive for more than 8 to 21 days without food and water.
Yep.
I know somebody, they got a certain sickness. They can't drink water at all, but they still alive and kicking. Yeah, but he's up there in age, you know. So I think he got the dialysis nonsense situation, but he can't drink no water.
Yeah.
He goes through dialysis.
Right.
Yeah, so you need, food and water, man, to be able to, you know what I'm saying, move around. And when people don't eat or they don't have any water, they get dehydrated. They start thinking irrationally.
Yep.
They do anything just to kind of take that pain away that they have from not having no food, man.
Yep.
These people don't be fasting, don't be praying to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. So can you imagine in that day where it's a whole week or a month without food, man? They're going to be crying.
Here goes another one. It says, with no food and no water, the maximum time the body can survive is thought to be about 1 week. With water only, but no food, survival time may extend to 2 to 3 months. Over time, a severely restricted food intake can reduce lifespan.
And if I can say, that's why cannibalism is going to be on at all time high. Because people aren't going to wait. They're not going to wait. Well, they don't believe in the Lord anyway. They're going to resort to less than 24 hours. People going to start eating each other, man. Their babies or whatever. Yeah, because people can't
5
handle.
hours.
Yeah, in less than 24 hours.
I was going to say, the demons are going to be on overload in that time.
Yes.
Because the demons are searching. It's the same. I got it right here. They seek for a dry place. It's Matthew 12, and real quick, Matthew 12 and 43. It says, when the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest, findeth none. Then he saith, I will return to my house from which I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Then goeth he, taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they entered in and dwell there. And last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so it shall be also unto this wicked generation. Go ahead. So go ahead. Basically going into that this wisdom and knowledge. Because this wisdom and knowledge is likened unto water, it's likened unto bread, food, wine. You know what I'm saying? And hey, man, those demons are looking for a dry place. And you're at your weakest when you don't have food and water. That's what the brother bring out when spiritual demon Satan tempted Yahweh shot, man.
Remember, you already see food is drugs. It's known that food is a chemical drug. People come out. Food is just even worse than drugs because here it is, you know this food is bad. People are still eat that
So
shit.
it tastes good.
It tastes. It's a good drug.
They know fast food ain't good.
I said, this is good drug, but it just tastes so
It's
good.
so good.
Right.
I can't help myself.
So this is meant for people will eat themselves into a big belly, gout, diabetes, arthritis, heart attack, stroke, and then
With a college degree.
yeah, with college
You
degree.
would think they got the college degree, it would keep them out of McDonald's.
Right.
And you think that they already said sugar's a drug. And if you just cut that cold turkey, you don't think these people gonna go fucking crazy out
Scratch
here?
it, you be Tyrone Biggles.
Yeah, everybody be Tyrone Biggles.
Yep.
They can't get that fat burger. That you know,
That double burger.
Double decorated.
double. You know, can't keep on McDonald's. Everybody know that shit demonic as hell.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, I'm man.
Well, what did the elite said that they were laughing about it and they put human meat in McDonald's. So that's why I say these people are going to resort to cannibalism.
It kind of tastes like, remember that number 7 we used to get back in the world?
Yeah.
It kind of tastes like
Number
that.
9.
Right. The number 9,
The
Big
leg
Mac.
bone.
Big Mac.
The calf muscle, you know? Kind of similar. It's got a little dent, you know?
Yeah, they say pork it tastes like the same consistency of beans, man.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So these people that love eating all this pork, man, when they really ain't no food, and like you brought out, how those demons is gonna, come on them, because we know when we fast, we try to grow closer to y'all, watching y'all shop.
They
And
go
when we
further
throw up
away.
a prayer, or we
You can't be wicked and fast.
yeah,
Yo, if you fast and you wicked and you ain't seeking righteousness, ain't no telling what you might do. Your demon is getting stronger as you get dehydrated. He's like, yo, I'm growing.
Right.
The demon might just manifest right next to you. So, hey, now you can see me now.
I'm good.
You got a precept?
We're gonna finish Lamentations.
Oh, yeah, finish our limitation.
All right, let me get out 2 versions. Lamentations 4:9. Better to have been killed in the battle than killed by starvation.
Yep.
Better-
You get gunned down in the streets or get stabbed in the heart at war than to die by way of famine.
And then it said better to have died of battle wounds than to slowly starve to death.
Yeah, because it's a slow, agonizing process of death. You know, a person that experiences famine, they really want to just be taken out. Just take me out. You know, because you can't. Your body's eating at itself. It's a slow process. It really hurts, man. And when the Lord puts you to death via famine, that means He really makes your guts, man.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, because the Lord is telling you it's better to die of a sword than to die with a famine, man.
Yep.
You know, so that's heavy, man.
Lamentations.
Lamentations 4:9. Yeah, so like if you wicked, man, you might as well just
NLT.
pray for a quick death, man. You don't want a slow death like that, man. All right, because then you're gonna be calling on Jeebus, hoping that you gonna get some food, and then you see a damn pig walk by.
And along with cannibalism coming back on a high rate, suicide is coming.
Yep.
Because these people gonna be going through such pain for not having food. They're really gonna know that. They're gonna be like, I wasn't take myself out. I can't go through. I can't sleep.
Yep. Or you might be too weak to
Barely
take yourself
sleep.
out.
Yeah, that's
You had
true.
that migraine.
I can't
Yeah.
breathe.
Yeah.
You know, and then your body, after you don't have food for a certain amount of time, your body starts getting bloated,
Yep.
expanding.
Yep.
You know, now your belly's all out. You looking crazy as hell. People looking at you.
Like them damn African babies
You know what I'm
down
saying?
there.
Yeah, I know, right? With the flies running.
Yeah, basically skin and bone.
See
You
your
see how
goddamn
him
rib.
looking in
Yeah.
very poverty places. You know, of course, a lot of those people are Israelite.
Yeah.
Ribs showing, bones
Yeah.
poking out, man.
True,
Anything
man.
loud,
True.
if you twist your ankle, you might die.
Yep.
Stay like
Real
that.
talk. Yes. Yep.
Fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. Yeah. This Isaiah chapter 33
Verse 6.
and verse 6. Yep. It says, can I start at 5, brother?
Yeah.
It says, the Lord Yahweh is exalted, for he dwelleth on high. He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation.
That's why we're going into this word, how important it is to get this word now, because the times we're coming in, the Lord is not going to have prophets. The brother brought out Ezekiel the 3rd chapter. The Lord's not going to have the prophets out there to give you reproof, correction. So it's going to be too late. And so you're not going to be stable. You're not going to know what to do in that day,
Right.
who to call on, the names. And that even goes as far as to say those who know they're Israelites. You know, IUIC, the leader of IUIC, he don't even realize that the Lord is showing him mercy by sending forth the apostles and elders to correct them, right? But really, we understand he's playing a role. But you have Israelites that are following him, following him instead of everything he's saying for face value rather than researching. Okay, so at the end of the day, when all hell breaks loose, they're gonna wish they was taking heed to the correction.
And that's beautiful that you said that. He's playing a role. And Nate part of it. He saw psychological warfare against you so-called niggas and teenagers and Native Americans. He's a major part of it.
Yep.
Part of that psychological warfare, niggas. Like Carter said, he knows what he's doing.
Yep.
I mean, there's a chance that he might not. The Lord could buckle down on that level, but most likely he knows he's doing it for a particular reason.
Facts.
And it's and it all has to do with that money.
Yep.
And the kind of agreement he entered into.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that he does know what he's doing because there's not no way that he ain't seen nor heard of none of these rebuke videos that members of GMS.
He came out of calling upon Jesus Christ to call upon. How about Shimei Awashai to go back to Jesus Christ?
Yeah, come on now.
You
So my point is that he knows, man. He knows
that's
he's
what
doing
I'm saying.
something wrong.
You got to be bugged out on another level to do that. So I mean, we don't think he's that bugged out.
Right.
So like you said, that's a beautiful point. He's playing a particular role, man.
I got one quick precept.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Can I get this word?
Hold on, brother. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Could you read Christina?
Which one?
Isaiah 33.
All right, yeah. This Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Shemel Shai is his treasure.
When you go into that word stability in the Edamon, it says firmness of resolve. It says mental equilibrium, right? When you go to the word equilibrium, it says balance, composure, man. So this word is going to have you in that composure state, man. Meaning you're not going to lose your shit, man. All right? It says firmness, solidity. It says stability. It says durability, and standing fast. It says steadfastness, security. It says power of remaining upright, man. All right. So the Lord is going to give you that power to keep your head up, man. All right. To have something to lean upon, man. Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to be your anchor in that time, man.
Right. So having His word is everything. Having this wisdom, knowledge, understanding is literally everything, man, for us. Who to call on, how to be composed and balanced when all hell breaks loose. These people are not going to be balanced. They're going to lose their minds. So they're going to be making emotional decisions, carnal decisions, worldly decisions that's going to lead to their death.
The Lord is building us for it, man. So we're going to be built up in those times, man. Lord willing.
I got one precept there just to land back on what we were talking about when we were talking about the guy over there at IUIC. This is speaking about how he's going against he's going contrary to the doctrine. This is James 4:17. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. So he knows to teach the people that the MOTB is the RFID. He knows to teach the people the names of Yahweh Shemel Shai because he was doing it at one point, as the brother had brought up. He took that Judas purse, and now he's in a situation where he knows to do better, but now he's doing sin because James 4:17.
He still can repent from that.
Yep.
But the only way he could be, he's gonna have to be, sincere in his repentance. He can't repent to the Lord for what he's doing and then still not declare his wrongs to his congregation and just all of a sudden start teaching, some type of way, shifting the teaching what the true MOTB is without saying, hey, I know y'all brothers and sisters heard me say it was sin, this and that. This reason I was telling y'all that is because I signed this contract with Esau and for the money. $150 million is actually wrong. It's really $250 million. It actually come out, lay everything on the table. You know what I'm saying? You can't repent and then just kind of mold in. We're like, well, I've been saying that. Like, I never said take the electronic device. I just said that the MOT wasn't that. This and that. He gonna have to be wholehearted and lay it out. On the table.
Well, then it gives credit to the treatment of the Lord. He don't want to.
Right. He don't want to do that.
Because then you have to get an order.
Yeah. He gonna have to swallow that pride and humble himself down, which goes right into repentance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it plays out. Because he very well, like Apostle Tahar said, he hopes Nate will, see or / start teaching, what the MOTB is, man.
But Romans 16:18, they that are such serve not our Lord, Yahweh Shai, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches, deceive the hearts of the simple.
Yep. You got it.
Nothing too. Again, money. We understand what money can do, especially when Jake come from no money. When somebody reverence you, you know Jake love coming in that
on a horse with a ponytail.
Come on, man. And then everybody look up to him.
Right.
That can really startle you. We're not gonna sit there. Cause listen, we all live in the world. We get a little certain pulled down, stunning. Put the shoes on, a certain outfits on, and you know we wanted that.
Even the angel said, you know, get up off your knees. I'm your fellow servant. I'm your, you know what I'm saying? So like, you're right, man. Like especially people crying over you and stuff. Like to a level, you should be like, all right, y'all gotta cut this out. Hey man, like exactly. With that king.
Yep.
You know? Yeah. Perfect example.
Was it like Nebuchadnezzar?
No, the king
basically everybody kept praising him.
Oh yeah.
Kept reverencing him.
Yep.
And then he was like, yo, old ways.
Canute.
Yeah.
Canute.
And then again, money, you understand, money can blind you. Women can blind you. And that fame can blind you. And we're not gonna sit here and say it's not strong. Right. Because look at Jake. Yep. Jake's whole purpose of his life is to get fame, money, and attention, and women. Yep. So when that come in at a great abundance, that's like, I know I'm wrong. God damn, this is nice. What, 200 million in my account? Yeah, I got people getting paid.
Yeah, I know I'm wrong.
I got
so
women.
Right.
What they say? Love don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be right. I don't want to do right. That's again, we have to know this, man, because a lot of things in this world can be very deceitful.
Right. Yeah. I want to bring a
piece up. They can mislead you to knowing, hey, I know I'm wrong. I know Elder Tahar right. I know R5D. I know what it is. I know what the mark is. You know, I know all these things. I know the name. I got a Hebrew name.
Right. But I'm on top right now.
Damn it.
I'm the man.
If I let these people know that Elder Tahar was right, they're gonna look at Elder Tahar.
Yep.
They just gonna look at me like, oh, this one nigga, you lied? You a jester?
Got it. Yep. I'm backing up your point. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart.
And like you said, he's got to do it a certain way and really be sincere, or they might put hands on him. Bro. Can you imagine they come out, so this whole time, well, we're like almost right there at it, and now you're, you know, and you ain't coming out sincere. They might be like, oh yeah, let's get him right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is very detrimental to their health, man. You're talking about the MOTV we can't repent from. You continue to the contract and you knew the whole time? Right. Oh, hell no, man. You might not make it.
You made a good point. Either way, he threw. Hey, look, he the same one that told him that he should take the.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Over 20-something people deleted in his congregation and followed after him. Now, if these are sons, I don't know what it is.
And he has to come out with all the other false stuff he's teaching. Not just MOTV. He's got to come up, speak correctly about the sex on the Sabbath. You know, the long hair.
Oh, the new moon.
The edge up, the new moon being
the hell doctrine.
All that, man. You can't just come out with the MOTV. You got to set everything straight. You know? Because he knows what he's doing in that, too. Yeah, you got to set the record completely straight. Not just one thing, you know, you got to set it all straight. Yeah, hey, the names.
You gotta change IUIC.
You gotta change your whole name and your whole organization.
Then you gotta say, I was underneath the other time.
You know, you gotta go back to the old One West. You gotta start from there with the story. Let's start from 30 years, 20, 30 years. You gotta start from there with the whole, you know, laying it on the table.
Took all this following.
It is crazy.
You gotta walk on like that.
You have to have security guards when he's doing that in front of his congregation. The slacks, like it's gonna be like a video chat. It's gonna be a video recording. Big screen out there.
Right.
Because if it's not, it's gonna be like training day on that man. It's gonna be like you said, shoot me, you can't kill me.
I knew that. Damn.
Y'all just live here.
Yeah, got it.
Hey, that's beautiful that you brought that because it was all about money. He said Jake. His name was Jake.
Oh,
Yeah, the white dude.
Yeah,
Jake.
yeah,
He
yeah.
said Jake.
he was
Bring
humble.
my money.
He was humble.
Yeah.
He wanted to do his job the right way. He wanted to do his job the right way.
Hey, that's
And look,
spiritual, bro.
but you know what's crazy though? A lot of some elect members will be in IUIC.
Yep.
The Lord's going to draw them out. They want to do what's right. They are sincere. And they're watching the videos of GMS, mainly GMS, and they're asking questions. They may not be asking him, but they're asking each other, and it's making his way up to him. And he's like, you know what? I got to address this.
They watching them.
You know they watching them.
Yep.
That's how they know about what videos.
Right.
That's why they calling us.
Yeah.
Look at little sitcom they look.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all making fucking comedy shows. I know. I seen
Think
it.
about John, man.
That's crazy.
How about our
My
God?
block, man. My block. Fuck you, Esau. This is my block. They gotta walk around.
Look at the Amos 8:12. Then we'll get Malachi 3 and 16.
I'll grab that one.
All right.
This is Amos chapter 8 and verse 12. It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea,
Yeah.
and from the north even to the east.
They
They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, and shall not find it.
Yeah, I know the brother Nathaniel made a good point. They're going to be surfing the internet. You know, they're going to be looking for the fear of the Lord in their city, the search engine. They're going to be trying their hardest to get access to the men who had the knowledge. And you have women now, you know, one thing about women, you can say they understand like a man who has some type of power. They look at it from the worldly standpoint, but now women are starting to realize that that high value man, it's a man with integrity. And you have women now that say, because I did a video on this woman's like, yo, I just want a husband, a sincere, righteous husband. Because they're seeing how evil is getting out here, man. You know, so even, you know.
But you got peanut butter chasers.
Yep.
I don't know what that is. Don't want to know.
Yeah.
Training levels.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Training levels.
Yep. And a lot of them are wealthy. A lot of them are considered high value men.
Yes.
What do they do to get to that level? Your P. Diddy's and all these other celebrities. See what I mean? Dangerous.
Yeah, because the social media it put these so-called rich men on a high level, got them thinking that they're the true men when they're not. All right, but when the social media crash, all right, and those rich men, they're gonna try to have those riches saved in that day, man.
Yep.
But what they're gonna be out there, crying bitterly more than the women, man. You know.
They're gonna have withdrawals. A lot of these people have withdrawals from social media companies.
Yep.
A lot of people, they're addicted. Especially these women, like the brother was going into, they're addicted to social media, man. Instagram, Facebook, they just, what's the state? Was it Wisconsin or the state that banned TikTok? Montana? They said TikTok, that shit's bad for your fucking health, man. You got little kids that's watching that shit all day.
Hey, a little example of it. Whoever got nephews and nieces, when they start acting up, here. They be crying and shit. Next thing you know,
Yo, when we were that young, we never knew how to operate a phone, bro. We couldn't operate the old no kids. You know what I'm saying? The old joints. Yeah. And these kids, a 4 or 5 year old kid can pick up, navigate through Facebook, Google, search engines, navigate through the whole phone, man. Like it ain't nothing.
It's conditioning. And then the generation that we are growing up, we don't know how to raise kids because we wasn't raised properly. So what we do know how to do is what we be conditioned to do is to give the kids what they want so they can stop crying.
Remember, what's one thing they're doing? They demonizing beating.
Yeah.
Beating.
Oh,
Yeah, man, I got beat. Yeah, you ever hear Jake story coming up?
Yeah, when I was young, my dad, he beat me with this. My mom beat me up.
So I don't want to do that to my kids because, man, shut the fuck up.
Right.
What made you? Didn't that make you tough? Didn't that make you the man you are today?
Yeah, obviously them beatings weren't that bad because you don't have any broken bones. You still got both your arms and your legs. You still walk and move.
You know this. You know the world wicked.
Yeah.
You know the world fucked up. You know, but when you look at their kids, they just give them everything. Restoring the definition of what integrity.
Okay.
It says the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral rightness.
Yeah. Who wants to go there? Go ahead.
No.
Well, and that's how you can tell a true man of the Lord, because you don't think our teachers will offer the bag. You don't think that because they were talking about how High Priest Yahweh, they try to offer him, and they're like, no, I'm good. A man of integrity, you can tell by the way he moves, the way he carries himself, on and off camera. The story you hear about his name is going to be carried good. You can't say nothing bad about the man. You know? That's integrity, you got.
Well, some more. Firm adherence to a code of especially moral or artistic value.
Yep, and
incorruptibility.
And going back to Yahushua being the truth. He's the ultimate standard. So he had a certain code of behavior, integrity, that we're trying to be like. Man, we're trying to imitate that code of behavior.
And unimpaired condition.
Woo!
Soundness.
That sounds like an excellent man right there.
Yep.
Hey,
somebody that has uncommon value.
Impaired means drunk. Remember when Esau tried to describe somebody? He's impaired.
Yep.
He's been drinking. What do the low quality people? They're drunk off philosophy,
Yep.
man.
Good point, bro.
Kind of appreciate it. Back you up.
These people have no integrity, man.
Yep.
What's that video? Oh my God! My example from South Carolina be sending me video. You know, I saw the video when it said Jake was like, "Yeah, I'll go to the glory hole." I said, "Yo,
They don't give a fuck.
What?
He always got money, a dollar sign on it.
Right.
Hey, like the saying go, everybody got a price.
Yeah.
You know, like the saying goes.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, Jake got a price.
Hey.
These wicked ass niggas, they got a price.
Go to the glory hole.
You know, to do some wild shit.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You know?
You put it in the group chat?
Yeah.
I ain't know what that meant.
Basically said he would do some more action.
Yep.
He said, you know what I can do with $1 million? He said, I can help my whole. Stop it, bro.
I mean, but that makes sense. That wasn't surprising. I cut you off. That wasn't surprising because look at the average dudes trying to be a rapper.
Yeah.
They gotta do these things.
Yeah, it wasn't surprising at all, bro. Come on, man. Jake, you ask average Jake right now, yo, would you rather do this and that? Something that gets, goes against, morals on how we were raised, from a young age. They're quick to do that shit. That's all I gotta do. That's it.
Girl, what they say now? Drug dealer or 9 to 5? Drug dealer.
9 to 5, a pill popper, or a scammer, or a drug dealer. They all choose a drug dealer. They all choose a scammer. They all choose wicked niggas, man.
What's the point?
Attention, bro.
And like we brought out earlier, the wise to do evil, to do good, they don't have any knowledge.
Right.
They have a price on their morals, and their standards.
You can be bought.
Yeah, like they can be bought. So like they were willing to do a certain. I don't want to kill. I don't want to steal. I don't want to murder. But for the right price, I'll do it. So they got a price on everything that they believe in and stand for.
Yep.
And that's the majority of our people, man. Esau knows that, man. And here it is, the currency that Esau has.
Yep.
And he can just print out of thin air, which is witchcraft. He's using that, man. And here it is, y'all are selling your soul, doing, changing your standards, lowering your values, your morals for something that's worth nothing.
Hang on,
It's crazy, man. It's not like you're getting a gold bar, a whole bunch of stack of silver, a treasure chest with, precious stones and rubies. Something that a value that will actually transfer to the kingdom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not even good. Basically, what you're doing is it's not like you're going to live it right after your job, you're going to take care of your kids, their kids, your kids, you're set for life. Even you. After you do it, that's why eventually I always say that P. Diddy is going to come on P. Diddy too. All that nasty shit he's been doing.
Yep.
And a lot of things are going to start coming out on a lot of those celebrities.
Yep, it's coming out now.
Because you did it for yourself. And see, that's how Esau broke it. You came in as a group. Then Esau just put them bunch of nutters in your ear, sweet nutters in your ear, and they broke you all up. And he said, you could be the gatekeeper. You could set you up.
Oh yeah, PD was bad boy.
Real bad boy.
That's what he did. Hey, that's what he did with Nate. That's what Esau did with Nate. He said,
He was real bad.
Right.
Right.
Man, we're going to have the biggest following.
Yep.
All the money.
Yep.
Y'all's garments will be better than all the garments.
Right.
Think about it.
Right.
For all those men, even all those men to even get up, perform, act like that, walk,
Right.
march, Man, that's money.
Yep, permit. You had a permit to be marketing very urban situation. You have a permit to do all that.
So it's I'm gonna bring this up. First Timothy 6:9. But they that would be rich fall into temptation.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you got it. Yeah, you fall into temptation. Money blinds your eyes. It blinds your judgment.
We got the Mario joint. Shit, I wish my joint get that thick, bro. God damn.
Carried down.
It was like so much shit.
They with Mario, bro.
Mario.
One of them two.
You said Warrior?
Oh, Wario, yeah.
Wario. It was a game. It was a game where you like had to stick the tweezers inside the place.
Oh,
Dr. Operation. The operation. Yeah. Homeboy got
He people do.
that joint like the 70s mustache.
He didn't grow as much as that flush and that far out and forgot about the yeah, what you
He had a shadow.
I made it just had a straight thick mustache like that with no
Can't be
beard.
trusted.
That was my joint was that
Can't be
thick.
trusted. For you to take all that time on that mustache.
Right.
I don't get it.
Had a big thick ass sideburn.
Fucking what was that old cop show Chips?
He came out with
Word?
continuing on. 1 Timothy 6:9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare.
Yep.
And into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Yep. That's why you gotta be careful, man. Wanting to get a bigger bag. Some you can't. Not all brothers can handle that. You see men selling out. Men selling out.
I got the cord.
And that word snare goes in the trap. Men getting trapped, for that bag. So now you ain't calling names no more. You ain't going on the highways and byways. You taking seasons off. You get defended. You get defended by correction. And it blinds your judgment. So you be willing to do whatever to maintain that lifestyle because you got some money. Having money comes with certain authority and power. Not every brother can handle that.
Yeah, look at how Satan your house is. All you do is bow down to me, how you can want it. Alright? So he has the corner part of the fatness of the house. Meaning if you're not willing to bow down to him, then you're not going to be able to reach that high level, man. Fame, riches, women, power and respect, man. All right, but ultimately you're getting your power through these, man.
That's right.
And there's no telling what these people do behind closed doors, all right, just to get that fame. These people have no integrity.
That's right.
All right, they're doing things in the dark. All right, that's wrong while nobody is watching.
If I may say, just for Satan to present that to Yahushua, riches, fame, being able to have everything, which he already had, it just shows how much Satan knew the power and riches were, and how much influence that he had, because he chose that to entice, Yahushua, man. So he knew the power of riches, money, and fame, can be used to manipulate and control and ultimately get Jake to go off, man.
Even when Yahushua,
I forgot you had food with your kind.
Yeah, people go crazy. Like people do, I gotta feed my kids, or my mama we ain't got no food in the house. What they do? They rob, steal, they do any and everything just to get that, that meal.
And that's beautiful because if somebody who didn't have no food and they were basically dying from starvation, if you said, hey, I got this hot plate dinner for $1 million, you only choose one. Hey man, if there's at a certain point of hunger, they ain't choosing that money.
Right.
Because they ain't like, yo, if I don't get food right now, I'm gonna die. I ain't gonna be able to enjoy the money.
You might spit.
Oh yeah,
I'm famished.
I want that now. What good is my birthday? What good is my birthday?
You know what I'm saying? Get that money out.
After you had
Get that money out of my face.
After you had that food, you was like, oh, I fucked up.
I fucked up. You gonna eat that food and then rob you.
Right.
Shit.
Real quick too, just like when Yahweh blessed King Solomon with his prayer.
Yeah, yep.
Because he didn't pray, he prayed for wisdom.
Yep.
He didn't say he wasn't like the other rich, other kings. Money, fame. Yep. He said what he prayed for, he gonna make him far exceed all the other kings.
Right.
Because really, what really brings you all that other stuff is weed.
And that's a beautiful point because he took the Yahushua, and Yahushua, before his time he came as Yahushua, already had all that.
The women and everything.
You know what I'm saying? The
He still
women.
said it was vain.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's like, man, I didn't live that life. So you gotta do better
All
than
right,
that.
And so, as beautiful said, even that Ecclesiastes, he tell you all this shit is vanity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And all those people who get all those things, they don't have the wisdom to be able to stand
Maintain
it.
it,
exactly.
To have it all,
Yep.
man.
Right.
They lose it.
Right.
Well, that's why Jake never took heed to when they was 20-some years old and he became a rapper and he bought a big ass mansion. Who gonna pay the taxes?
Right.
Who gonna pay the light bill?
Right.
the
Who
water
gonna pay
bill?
electricity bill?
Right.
Nigga,
Right.
you get dirty.
Yep.
Are you still gonna be making hits?
Yeah.
You know?
And that's beautiful. Hey, the bigger that bag gets, the bigger the holes get.
Yep.
Hey, yep. You know?
And then the bigger the others can take.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now you gotta work harder. It's hard even if it's not harder.
Know that room. It's not the first time, but
Right.
you can come in that room now.
Yep.
It's only good for about 5 years. Get you back out there. But it says, First Timothy 6:9. But they that would be rich fall into temptation and a snare,
Yep.
and into many foolish and hurtful lusts,
Yep.
which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Yeah, because you have access to resources to more things now. You got all that money. You see John Morant. You see how he acting wild. You know, he don't know how to act now. He got access to go to the strip club whenever he want. You know, he playing around with guns and stuff. He's being tempted to do things that he normally wouldn't do. Now he have access to
That
it.
nigga straight nigga.
Straight nigga.
What's going-
But money enhances your
Nigga.
Yep.
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 Another thing too, a lot of stuff is coming out now on the podcast about how a lot of women love cocaine,
Yep.
drugs.
Yep.
Because the more high you go, the more money you get, the more exposure to the demonic shit
Yep.
out here
Yep.
you're able to get hands on.
Yep.
See, you give them niggas $2 million,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna be turned down.
Yep.
They're gonna turn freaky.
Yep.
Because you got women out here that Esau is set on you to do cocaine with.
Yep. Yep.
The turn, man, don't man, a lot of these dudes, you can tell they don't really get no women.
Yep.
So they, Esau, once you get that money,
Esau loves them.
yeah, oh,
You ain't never had women?
agent, such and such, go in, turn them out. You know, and Esau got all these. Esau got the world in his hands. He'll send shit at you. You go in these rooms, these places, these yachts, these boats, these fancy
Yep.
overseas,
Yep.
and them islands.
Yep.
Yeah,
The
that's
proof,
true.
the proof was Pimp C, man, because
Oh
Esau,
man,
Esau
you gotta
don't
get
want
him out of
nobody.
there.
Esau don't want nobody that, he want the type of new niggas. Yeah, they ain't really had nothing. He don't want them dudes to kind of had something in the street.
Yeah.
Even though it was off wickedness,
Yeah.
they kind of had a little something, had
Yeah.
a little bit of control,
Yep.
a little bit of money. Kind of lived the life that these superstars
Yep.
lived before they even got superstardom.
Yep.
Esau really ain't looking for them guys.
Nah.
Because them the guys be like, man, I'm not
Right,
about
right.
to do all that.
Right,
You
right.
know,
Good.
I've been
Good,
a
exactly.
millionaire,
Right.
bro. Like, I got a couple of standards while I was a millionaire in the streets. I'm about to abide by.
Right.
I got my own little spot.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So Esau don't want that. He wants them new niggas that
Yep.
just kind of came up on the scene,
Dusty
from working
as
at
hell.
McDonald's,
Yep.
so now they in the starlight.
Yep.
The 6'9" niggas, man.
Yep.
That's what they looking for, man.
That Yankee niggas.
Yeah, they ain't looking
They
for your
get great.
clout to transfer
Right.
over. They ain't trying to give you a whole new clout, a whole new identity.
But nah,
So now.
all your new things. But you good. The new rap bitches.
Yep.
Everybody asking how the fuck did Ice Spice come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yep.
You know?
Well, that lady, her name Whoa Vicky or something like that. She exposed it on a podcast saying
Catch
that
me outside, chick.
no, the other one.
The other one.
They was saying that basically what they do is
Her too.
yeah, basically what they do is they send you a little invite, to a party, right? And they take away the phones and they do all
Yep.
types of homosexual acts.
Yeah, they got to prick your hand for blood too.
Yep. And then they drug you up and everything like that. Next morning you in a meeting and they play with
Yep.
you. And if you don't do this, all this is gonna be exposed.
And all the people, and all the people that did you had masks on.
Yep.
Right.
Oh.
So you can't
You
say
can't say
rape.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it?
Oh,
And
you
on top
can't
of that,
say
you
yeah.
can't speak about it because you
Yeah.
signed this contract
Yep.
when you walk through the door.
Yep.
We
NDA.
print your blood because we know it's you.
Yep.
And they
You know?
put a baby in there, so we can listen. You see that freaky shit? You
Yep.
was doing
Yep.
it.
It's recorded on
You
dark.
got that ecstasy in you,
Yep.
and you did that baby, that little
Yep.
child.
Mm.
Hey, we
Don't
said
touch.
anything goes. You thought
Hey.
we was joking?
We'll put you all on that TV.
Yep.
We'll
Yep.
bring your name right.
While the
Your
meeting's
ass
going,
gonna go to jail.
Yep.
My bad, brother.
No, you good. While the meeting's going, they playing the video in the back.
Yep.
Laugh. Laugh.
And Cat Williams talked about it. He said you walk around and fuck around, open the door to the wrong room.
Yep.
You know?
Nice
Hey.
Biggie and Tupac come out. He said, "Hey, that's still alive." Nigga, hey, once that a nigga see that, his heart gonna drop. You signing that thing.
Yep.
Cause that's what cause Jake don't know the high level wickedness of this goddamn devil. This goes to court. Court should be alone. When niggas go to court, they should know this is a high level type of demon.
Yep. Yep.
But then when you go past that to the industry
Underworld.
world, the dark side.
Yep.
So there's another law. So the court ain't
Yep.
allowed.
Yep.
They're like, so y'all run the
Yep.
courts and the judges. Oh shit! But they open Pandora's box.
Yep.
Whole new another, level that the only 33-degree Mason and up
Damn.
get revealed.
They might see Pop Smoke.
Yeah,
Dang.
you know.
Oh, them niggas, they might Pop Smoke. Come out. They come out.
Hey, you gotta pray.
Yeah. Hey, you like,
Right.
hey, once you see a nigga like that, come on, they signing that.
Living
He
on
said,
Hollywood.
"Don't call me
Yep.
that." He said, "Don't call me that."
Right.
Change
My
his
name is
name.
Trevor.
That
My
nigga
name's
whole,
Trevor.
yeah, that nigga whole, that nigga producer now in the cut. That nigga's a ghostwriter. You gotta think about things like that, man.
And it's crazy because the way the society is ran, you could see somebody that actually is that person, and just because in the media they were deemed to be dead, you'll believe it's not them. That's the power Esau has. They literally can say you died, and you still walking around here, and people won't be like, "Nah, but that ain't man.
Yep.
Stop, man. You died in a car crash, man. You just a lookalike. You just a lookalike."
Yep.
You know, but when they say that shit is Space Jam,
Yeah.
it's like,
I don't think they
Charles
can clone
Barkley?
people. When I say that, I don't think they can give somebody a soul.
Yeah.
Clone somebody. They don't got that ability.
What I mean is like,
yeah. They
Got a
can
machine
clone
or
you though.
something.
the
With the soul
face
out.
off.
Yeah.
They can do all that surgery
Right,
and put your face on someone
Yeah.
else's face. You know, you don't know what.
I believe Esau has the power to clone, but not the power to transfer your soul.
Yeah.
You know, I think he can make somebody look just like you, but it'd be somebody else who came from a different seed, somebody else's seed, and they just genealogically went in there and gave you your traits so they'll look like you. I believe that's possible.
That's possible.
You know? I mean, look what he's doing to the animals. Look what he's doing to the gene. He's slicing genes and with the food and the animals, the plants.
Yeah,
Under
like
the
the
day.
a gene with a duck and a raccoon.
You know what I'm
or something.
saying?
Yeah, he
So-
do stuff like that, man. Hybrids.
And I mean, and the Most High Yahweh could be using him to be able to do that with the animals for these newly created beasts that are
Yep.
together. Who knows
Right.
how the Lord's going to bring these newly created beasts out?
Yep.
He could be using this devil,
You
these
gotta
mad
charge
scientists
him
to
for
do
your
certain things, to make certain things, and then all of a sudden they done made something they can't control. It escaped from the laboratory, and now it's reproducing out there. Now you got some wild creature living out in the wilderness.
I go to put mine in there. It's my czar. Hey, brother. Oh, okay. You got one. You got a cord.
Mean dark.
Yeah. Yeah, Wolfman.
That's the
You know?
man
Oh,
dark.
Jesus. I mean, look at Hollywood. You can't tell me he ain't creative.
Yeah.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh my God.
The man, fat beast.
Was it Gorgon the Destroyer? It's actually. You gotta tell me.
Yeah, come on, push that real down.
Yeah.
It says, last one, for the love of money is the root of all evil. That's why some covet after they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Yeah, the love of money. Money itself is not evil. The love of it, what people would do and lust after it,
Yeah.
greed, trying to acquire things in this world. All right, and err from the faith. You see, they wax worse and worse. You know, this man is prideful as hell, man. He did a beautiful breakdown. The video you sent me when he was with One West, the breakdown of the names.
Oh, yeah.
And he started erring from the faith. He ain't preaching the names no more. As you mentioned, you know, it's a very important thing. He got prideful, you know, and he's saying all types of wild, outlandish things, man. But that's what happens when you love money. man. Money becomes your God. You know?
Yeah, because and Matthew says you cannot serve mammon or the Heavenly Father, man. Because if you love one, you despise the other, man. All right. So that's beautiful you said that, because the love of money is the root of all evil. So when people have that love for that money, like I mentioned earlier, they're gonna lose their integrity. Well, us, when we being grounded into this faith, man, we keep our integrity, man. And that's why we hope and pray that the Lord help us keep our integrity, so we don't take that charagma, you know what I'm saying, to serve, mammon, serve this God of this world that's wicked, man.
Right.
I was gonna say that's why Yahushua was the ultimate, masculine man, because hey, Satan couldn't tempt him what the other men are being tempted by.
He said, anybody else, man? They the phone.
Hell yeah.
RP would have folded. All these high white men would have folded.
Same with Joe.
That's their whole agenda.
Same with Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Joe went through some shit.
Yeah, bro.
And that's masculinity.
That's masculinity right there. It ain't about how much you bench press or how fast you run. And there's nothing wrong with that, obviously, but it's about how strong you are mentally. And that comes from the spirit.
Joe was rich.
Yep.
And
So he said, I think I can get him. I think I can turn him.
Yeah. They had that bet.
And Most High Yahweh. And that right there shows you Christians that Satan ain't on the same level as the Lord. You know what I'm saying?
But they don't read, brother. Come on now.
That's
They
what I'm
don't
saying.
read. They don't read.
If Satan was on the same level as the Lord, he would have known, like, man, I already know Most High that he ain't gonna own. I got the knowledge. I can see the future. But he can't see the future like he doesn't know the future like the Most High knows. And like the scripture said, no man knoweth the day of the Lord, but the Most High. I think it was on your outside.
He even said, I'm afflicted. Just don't,
Kill him.
don't kill him.
Yeah.
I just got a precept just to back you up concerning Yahushua, being that masculine man, or we're striving to be, man. So this is Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. It says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, I will give you rest," man. What we laboring for, man? We're laboring, for salvation and to be the elect men. All right, 144,000, man, because the Lord is not, picking out no weak men.
That's right.
Right? The Lord is picking out strong mentality men, high level thinkers, man. One who has genuine faith in Him, man, no doubt at all. It says, verse 29, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your souls," man. So when you take on this yoke, this burden, all the trials and tribulations that you may encounter into this truth, or when the odds are faced against you, man, or when you take that upon you and have faith in Yahweh Shalom, man, He's gonna give you that eternal rest, man, which is the kingdom, man. All right, and it says, verse 30, it says, "For my yoke is easy and my burden is light," man, because this is a light thing, man. All right, the Lord said that what, man, having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, man. So this is a little affliction. This is a light thing to the Lord Yahushua, man. All we here to do is just, take it on and with faith, man, head on straight, man. And Lord willing, we make it through, man.
That's right. Can I bring a word out right quick?
Con.
What you're describing sounds like a man that's stoic. It says a man who can endure pain or hardships without showing their feelings or complaining.
Romans 35. Because it told us He made us more than
Conquerors.
conquerors.
Yep. And that's what we're building up to, like, man, stoicism. I think that's the proper way to say it.
Yeah, stoicism.
Yep.
And that word, that stoic word, if you look up the word patience, it also goes into that as well.
Yep.
Calm without complaint. Yep. Endure suffering. Yep. Hardships. That soldier, I think somebody brought out earlier a soldier from Mashiach Yahushua.
Yep.
I think he had the precept. You had a precept?
No, we got something. He's got a scripture we're gonna close out on.
Let's go. Yep. Unless y'all brothers have anything.
Yeah,
go ahead, talk to y'all.
That was the point, because pain is temporary, man. And we're only going to go through this temporary pain. And then after that, once, Lord willing, we get to the kingdom, man, this is going to be like a memory, man.
But the gains are forever.
That's right. Yeah. You ain't
The
losing
pain is
those.
temporary, but the gains, these
That's
spiritual
a
gains
video.
are forever.
I know, right?
Go ahead, buddy.
The book of John 14, chapter 6. Yahweh Shai said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
Yep. So we got to go through Yahweh Shai, man. All right, Yahweh Shai is that door, man. All right, it speaks about it in Revelation how he come in and knock, man. All right, meaning he's tapping into our spiritual life, man, to open us up to receive this word and to follow him, you know, through that straight gate, man. You know, and then the scripture also speak about how a man coming up another way, man. All right, that's wicked, man. You got to go through the right door, man. You can't be coming through the window or through the basement, back door.
That's
No,
the nigga shit.
yeah.
Nigga always trying.
I know, right?
Nigga know breaking in your house.
Yeah. Like bro, man, off Martin, man. Oh, I'm just chilling, making me a sandwich. Nah, man.
I know.
You got to use the door, man. You got to open it up. And if it's locked, hey, pray the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua open up that door for you, man. You know, and that's how you enter into those. You get that spiritual growth, man. When you start to pray the Lord for that increase, man. Was it more on that?
That was pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, Lord willing, you know, this live church was edifying to you brothers and sisters out there that's tuned in. All right. Before we end off, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Kakadash.
and double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us 100% truth. Peace, love, and salutation to you, Akim, out there that's been laboring this truth and risking your lives and freedom to do so, man. Until the next time, we want to say shalom.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasharal. DTA, man.
DTA.
God, shalom.